Hello, in this core video we're going to be focusing on the midline of the core. We're going to start laying on our backs, come to a nice comfortable position, letting your awareness just settle on your breath. Bringing some awareness to your breath. On your next exhale, hug the knees in towards the chest. Inhale as you reach the arms up overhead and reach the legs long. Good. Repeat. Exhale, squeeze the knees in towards the chest. Inhale, reach the arms up and the legs long. Exhale, squeeze the knees in. Inhale, reach out. Good. This time when we exhale and squeeze in, we're going to lift the upper back, bringing the nose to the knees. And then keeping the upper back lifted, inhale back, also keeping the legs lifted. Exhale, squeeze in, nose to knees. Inhale, reach back, so upper back and legs stay lifted, legs are hovering. Exhale, squeeze in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, squeeze in, and inhale, extend, and we're going to hold here. So upper back is gently lifted, legs are hovering just a couple inches, arms are reaching out overhead. Very good. And exhale, release the legs and the back and the arms down onto your mat. And when you're ready, interlace the fingers behind your head. Just cup the back of your head with your palms. To start, we'll keep our head and our upper back on our mats. On an inhale, we'll inhale the legs up towards the ceiling, heels reaching up towards the ceiling. On an exhale, drop that right leg down to hover. Inhale, raise it up. Exhale, left leg down to hover. And inhale, raise it up. So continue to alternate from side to side. Slowly lowering the leg down. Inhale, the leg back up. Very good. Keep that navel constantly pulling down towards your spine, firming the lower back down into your mat. Good job. We'll do a couple more reps here. Flowing at your own pace. On your next exhale, you can squeeze both knees in towards the chest. Rock gently from side to side if that feels nice. We'll repeat that again, but this time we're going to lift the head and the upper back. So interlace the fingers behind the head, lift the head, but soften the back of the neck. So let your head just rest in your hands. On an inhale, legs reach up, and exhale as you lower the right leg. Inhale the leg back up. Exhale as the left leg lowers. So performing that same movement as before, but this time trying to lift the upper back, so the tops of the shoulder blades lift off of your mat. Belly is firming down. Very good. One more rep on each side. Once those are complete, before completely releasing, lower both legs down to hover a few inches above your mat. Reach your fingertips towards your toes. Lift the upper back, really pressing down into the lower back. And on your exhale, soften down, release. Knees can hug in, gently rock yourself from side to side. Feel a nice release. Good job. When you're ready, inhale the legs back up, so both legs are straight up, reaching up towards the ceiling. We're going to reach the fingertips up, and on an exhale, lift the upper back, reach the fingertips up towards the toes. Inhale as you lower down. Exhale, lift, reaching for those toes. Inhale back. So exhale as you reach up. Inhale as you reach back. Good. 3 more. So exhale for 1, for 2, and for 3, and we'll hold. Very good. Slowly release yourself down onto your mat. We're going to go through that exercise one more time. So inhale the legs up towards the ceiling again once you're ready. Lift the fingertips up, and on an exhale, reach the fingertips up towards your toes. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift for 2, lower. Good. Seeing if you can lift the shoulder blades off of your mat. Excellent. You got this. Just a few more. Exhale, squeeze. Exhale, squeeze. Last one, and hold. Really press the lower back down. And exhale. Good job. Soften yourself down onto your mat. Hug the knees in if that feels nice, or release in whatever way your body's craving. Take a few breaths. We're going to make our way into a crow variation or crane, but lying on our backs. We're going to start exactly as we did before. Heels reaching up towards the ceiling, fingertips reaching up. This time though, we're going to flex the wrists. So pretend like the ceiling is the ground. Flex the wrists, open the knees wide enough, bend the knees, slide them down the arms. Exhale as you reach the palms up towards the ceiling, seeing if you can slide the arms up the knees. Press strongly out through the arms. Really feel that core engagement. Press, press, press out through the palms. Lift the upper back. Pull down with the core. Good job. Exhale, soften, release. Take a few breaths. Let your knees gently drop from side to side. Mentally prepare yourself to go through that again. On your next inhale, coming back to neutral, and inhaling the legs back up. Palms come up, flexing the wrists, sliding the knees down or up the arms as far up as you can go. Lift yourself up, lifting the upper back, pulling down in the core, pressing out through the palms, continuing to lift yourself up, up, up. Continue to lift up as high as you can possibly lift yourself, squeezing the knees gently against the arms. Pull those legs in, squeeze through the core. You got this, and release. Good job. Soften down, and again, let your knees just sway from side to side. Good job. Eventually allow your knees just to drop to one side and press yourself up to a tabletop position. We're going to make our way into our dolphin pose. So from a tabletop position, just drop the elbows underneath the shoulders. You can interlace the fingers here if you'd like. Tuck the knees in a little bit closer than you'd think, and then tuck the toes under and lift the hips up nice and high. Kind of like a down dog, but on our elbows and forearms instead of the palms. Try and straighten the legs as much as possible. On an inhale, we're going to reach the chin forward, dipping forward, and exhale as you press yourself back into dolphin. So these are dolphin push-ups. So inhale as you come forward, bringing the chin in front of the hands. Exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Good. So moving with control, using your core to really help you to move with control. You might feel this in the shoulders as well. Just a few more reps, you got this. On your next inhale, hold for just a second, and exhale, hold for just a second. Good job. Exhale, sink the hips down into your child's pose. Gently sway yourself from side to side and your head from temple to temple to release any tension in the neck. Take a few breaths here. Reconnect back with your breath. On an inhale yourself back up. We're going to come into a full plank. So palms underneath the shoulders. Step the feet back. Press out through the heels. Tailbone gently tucks down towards the heels, creating a nice straight line from the crown of your head to your heels. On an exhale, coming up into high plank. So pulling up in the core, lifting the hips nice and high, coming onto the tippy toes. And inhale yourself back down into plank. So on every exhale, really engaging through the core and pulling up as high as you can, seeing if you can feel as weightless as possible on the tips of your toes. Inhale as you come to neutral. Imagine a string being tied to your belly button, and on each exhale, someone's pulling up high on that string, really lifting the hips as high up as they can go. Very good. On your next exhale, hold in high plank. You got this. And inhale, back to neutral. Hold for a breath. And on an exhale, drop your knees down, sink back into your child's pose. On an inhale, rolling yourself up, making your way onto your back. Soles of the feet onto your mat. Tuck those heels in close so that you can just reach them. Reach your heels with your fingertips. Feet are about hip width apart. On an inhale, squeeze the glutes. Lift up into your bridge pose. See if you can feel a nice stretch along the abdomen. If it's comfortable, roll onto the shoulders, interlacing the fingers underneath. Keep reaching up through the hips. And on an exhale, gently lower the hips back down. We'll widen the feet, so bring the feet wider than hip width apart. Let the knees drop in towards each other, hands on the belly. We'll go through our diaphragmatic breathing, which is an essential component of core strength. So allow your awareness to tune into your breath. Notice your diaphragm. Notice the action of your diaphragm on each inhale and on each exhale. What we want to achieve is an expanding and lowering of the diaphragm on each inhale and contracting and raising of the diaphragm on each exhale. We also want to try and achieve a firming of the lower back down onto the mat with each inhale. But we don't want to create the firming of the lower back by tucking the tailbone under, so by manually creating that action ourselves. We want that firming of the lower back to be created by our breath. So on each inhale, allow the inhale to expand down and press your lower back down. So we don't necessarily want to feel our hands lifting so much on each inhale, but we want to feel a lowering of the diaphragm down towards the pelvis, but also back towards the mat. When you're ready, you can hug the knees in, roll to one side, and come to a comfortable seated position. Hands can come to your heart center. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste.